Hello, friends. Imagine winning the gold medal for America in hockey in 50 years and then being invited to the White House by the president to celebrate you and thank you for doing such amazing service to the country. But you go to the White House, and instead of having a king's meal or a king size meal, or a meal fit for a king, a meal fit for royalty. You are being fed McDonald's, McDonald's, cheeseburgers, fries, and Coke. That is the meal given to the winning U.S. team, the gold medal winning U.S. Olympians. This is this is the meal they're given to eat to say thank you for doing such amazing service to the country. Now I want to give you a comparison. So in the last Summer Olympics in Paris, France, um, my birth country, South Sudan, we were actually in the Olympics, and we were playing basketball. That is our specialty. We play basketball. Our team is really good. Our team is the number one team in Africa. South Sudan is the number one team in Africa. We defeated all the African teams. And so we went to the Olympics, and we actually met up with the US basketball Olympic team, and we beat them. We beat them one game, which was surprising because these guys, my countrymen, they were playing against LeBron James and the other big NBA stars, and we actually we beat them in one game. But of course, the LeBron James and the other guys, they crushed us. They knocked us out of the Olympics. But our countrymen, my countrymen, when they went back to South Sudan, they were celebrated throughout the whole country. They were treated like they are gods. They met up with the president, President Salva Kiir, and they had a great meeting, and they were fed great African South Sudanese food. And you cannot say the same thing with the US Olympic team. The thing is, like, these guys went to the White House and they're eating McDonald's. 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 Like, if I won a gold medal for my country, I would want I would want to be fed amazing. Like I love steak. I want to eat steak. I want to eat lobsters. I want to eat the most delicious chicken, you know, like really delicious king meal, like a meal fit for a king because I won the gold medal. But these guys, they were eating McDonald's. They were eating McDonald's, which is such a sad disrespect. It's a terrible disrespect. These guys are Olympians, and they brought the gold medal for America in hockey in basically 50 years. They should not be eating McDonald's. They should be eating something incredible, fit for a king, fit for like royalty. Because these guys, because they brought the gold medal, they should have ate something amazing. But they eating McDonald's, cheeseburgers and fries and Coke. Okay, so I did my own I did my own research because that's what I do. I do my own research. And I found out that the captain of the US hockey team, the captain, apparently he plays for Toronto Maple Leafs. I don't know. But, and I don't remember his name because his name doesn't really matter to me. But apparently, this captain, uh, he actually has he actually has a tattoo of a phrase from Martin Luther King Jr. So he has this phrase tattooed on his body. I can't remember what the actual phrase is, but you can Google it and you'll find out. But he has this tattoo, this phrase tattooed on his body from the civil rights icon, Martin Luther King. And that is kind of, there's a disconnect. There's a disconnect. You have this tattoo on your body from a civil rights leader. At the same time, you're eating McDonald's in the White House. Eating McDonald's in the White House with the first US white supremacist president. It's shocking because stupid Donald Trump is a person Martin Luther King Jr. would never want to meet, would never want to be associated with. Martin Luther King Jr. fought people like stupid Donald Trump, and here you are wearing the tattoo of Martin Luther King and you are eating dinner or whatever it is, McDonald's. You're eating McDonald's with the first US white supremacist president. It's sad. I don't know if this guy really noticed this, but it is sad. And lastly, I want to say so he says on the news interview, he says we are Americans. We're gonna meet the president because we are Americans. At the same time, he's playing hockey for a Canadian team. So again, this guy really doesn't know what he is doing. He's saying he's so contradictory. He has a tattoo of MLK on his body, but then he meets the white supremacist president. And then he says, we are Americans. But at the same time, he is playing hockey for a Canadian team. So I don't know what that is. Crazy. And lastly, I want to say, so stupid Donald Trump has appointed stupid J.D. Vance to look at fraud. And the first thing stupid J.D. Vance did is freeze all federal funding in Minnesota, especially Medicare funding. But I want to say, for stupid J.D. Vance, if you really want to look at fraud in America, you should look at stupid Donald Trump, and you don't need a fancy jet to go, to meet this guy. You just walk across the hall and you'll see him. He's right there. He is the supreme fraudster in America. He should be your first case. You should look at how many billionaires have given him money for his personal project. You should look at this Middle East jet given to him by the Qataris, I believe. You should look at him pocketing billions of dollars while being the US president. So stupid JD Vance, stop picking on Minnesota and look at your boss, because your boss is the #1 fraudster in America. He's hiding, you guys are hiding the Epstein files, but I'll talk about this more on my next video. Thank you for watching.